Today we are considering different perspectives of health, and we're going to dive into a topic that's been gaining a lot of attention in recent years. And that's the difference between A1 milk, A2 milk, and the potential benefits of raw milk. Before we get started, I wanted to remind you that I am not here to provide personal medical advice. Always consult with your healthcare provider for your individual health concerns. The information I'll be sharing today is based on reputable sources, including the Weston Price Foundation and peer-reviewed studies. I've also included links below to some of the research articles I used for this video. If you know anyone who needs to see this video, please like and share below. So first, let's look at what is A1 milk. Most of the milk we find in our grocery stores come from cows that produce A1 milk. It's the result of genetic mutation that occurred in the cow breeds over time. This mutation led to the formation of a protein called β-Casein A1. This is why we call the milk A1, otherwise it would be quite a mouthful. Now, A1 milk contains a type of protein called BCM7, which some studies have indicated may be linked to various health issues. These issues can range from digestive discomfort, like bloating and diarrhea. So if you've had IBS or irritable bowel syndrome, you'd be familiar with this and your response to milk in regards to that. And it can also lead to more serious conditions such as type 1 diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and neurological problems. There are certain cows that most often produce A1 milk. Holstein cows are one of the most common dairy cow breeds, and they predominantly produce A1 milk. Friesian cows are closely related to Holsteins and also produce A1 milk. And Ayrshire cows typically produce the A1 milk as well. So what about A2 milk? What is that? That is a different kind of milk that has a different type of beta-casein protein known as A2 beta-casein. This protein is found in older cow breeds and other animals like goats and sheep. The idea behind A2 milk is that it might be easier for some people to digest, particularly those who experience discomfort when consuming A1 milk. And the more people that try it, the more are switching over. So while the research is still ongoing, because so many people are reporting feeling better when they switch to A2 milk, it's becoming more popular. It can also be a suitable option for those with lactose intolerance or mild dairy sensitivities. However, it's important to note that individual responses can vary, so you'll need to find out what works best for you. What kind of cows predominantly have A2 milk? Jersey cows are primarily known for producing A2 milk. They are a breed that has been maintained specifically for their A2 genetics. Guernsey cows are another breed that typically produce A2 milk. And brown Swiss cows, although they may produce some A1 protein, they are often recognized for their A2 dominant milk. If you find this information helpful or interesting, please press like and subscribe below. Now let's touch on raw milk. It is a really big topic, so we're just going to touch on it briefly here. Raw milk is unpasteurized, meaning it hasn't undergone the heating process used to kill potentially harmful bacteria. Advocates of raw milk argue that it retains more of its natural enzymes and beneficial bacteria, which support digestive health and boost the immune system. You can find more information at places like rawmilk.com, and there are links below. However, it is crucial to be aware that you have to be careful where you get your raw milk from and that you get it from a reputable source who understands how to handle raw milk. The history of pathogens and improper storage and distribution is a reason why the sale and consumption of raw milk is limited and regulated by many regions. So if you're considering consuming raw milk, please be well informed and make choices that align with your personal health and safety considerations. So what would I choose as the best milk? I would prefer raw milk that is from an A2 cow, and definitely from a reputable source. Now let's address allergies and intolerances related to milk. Lactose intolerance is one of the most common intolerances related to milk, and it can affect individuals who have difficulty digesting the sugar, lactose found in all types of milk. If you suspect lactose intolerance, you might want to consider the lactose-free options, or even try the A2 milk and see if that works for you. Some people may also experience allergies to proteins in milk, which can cause a range of symptoms from mild to severe. And if you suspect an allergy, you might consult a healthcare provider for a proper evaluation and guidance on managing your condition. In conclusion, about A1, A2, and raw milks each have their unique characteristics and potential benefits. The choice of which type of milk to consume should be made based on your individual considerations and preferences. So your next question might be, okay, so I've decided I want to try A2 milk or even raw milk because we all know we can get A1 milk quite easily. So where do you get those? A2 is becoming more widely available in many parts of the world due to its potential benefits for individuals who have that discomfort when consuming A1 milk. So some places you might find A2 milk are the farmer's market, and this can be an excellent way to access fresh, locally sourced A2 milk. Local is always best because you're getting nutrients from the environment in which you live. Grocery stores are starting to carry A2 milk. It's still not very common in the rural areas, but in the cities it's becoming much more common. Some brands that provide it include A2 Milk Company, Organic Valley, and regional or local dairies that are servicing your local grocery stores. Online retailers, dairy delivery services, and cooperative and buying clubs also provide A2 milk. Where can you get raw milk? Obtaining raw milk can be more challenging than finding pasteurized milk A1 or A2 because the sale and distribution of raw milk is regulated in many regions. And availability of raw milk varies from one place to another, and in some areas it may be completely prohibited to sell. Some of the workarounds in places like Illinois, where you are not allowed to sell raw milk, include cow shares, bringing your own milk container to have it filled directly from the cow. If it is legal in your state, some options include the farmer's market, where you might get the A2 milk as well. There are on-farm sales from a dairy farm. There are buying clubs and community-supported agriculture, or a CSA program. Your local dairies and creameries might have raw milk, as well as sometimes online resources where they might be local and delivering to you. Always keep in mind that the safety of raw milk consumption depends on various factors, including the quality of the milk, the sanitation practice of the producer. So when obtaining raw milk, it's essential to do your due diligence and choose a reputable source, and also follow proper safety precautions, which are provided on websites like rawmilk.com. So you'll do this to reduce the risk of foodborne illnesses. Additionally, consult with your local healthcare authorities to ensure you are adhering to any legal requirements for the purchase and consumption of raw milk in your area. Remember that the research on milk and the benefits of these different types is ongoing and continuing to evolve, and it is essential to consult with your healthcare professionals for professional advice. Thank you for joining me on this episode. Remember to like and subscribe below. And until next time, stay curious, stay skeptical, and question everything.